What If is done. This is the last season, so.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So they'll do something. They'll do something else.
They'll figure it out. They'll intentionally delay Daredevil Born Again from April all the way to.
See, don't speak that into the universe. Don't do that. Don't do
Man, there's enough delays that are breaking my heart as it is.
Yeah, a couple episodes ago, we were talking about how Robert Pattinson had signed on for Christopher Nolan's next film. Mm-hmm. And have you seen what it's supposed to be?
An adaptation of the Odyssey, right?
I know, man. That's going to be insane.
How long is that fucking movie going to be?
Like 5 hours. They're going to have to do like an intermission. Yeah, because either that or he's going to have to do like a part 1 and 2.
Yeah.
And Nolan's never done anything like that before.
He really hasn't. And that's the thing. Even The Dark Knight wasn't set up to be like that trilogy.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, really, Oppenheimer probably could have been 2 movies.
It could have been, but what do you end part 1 of Oppenheimer?
On the bomb.
Yeah.
But then the problem is you got to get people to come back and watch part 2.
Yeah.
And part 2 would have just been all the drama and shit after. Mm-hmm. And a lot of people probably would have been like, nah, I think 2.5 hours of nuclear physics was good for me. Be like, yeah, but like we got this really cool scene at the end. Yeah.
You wonder what Nolan's adaptation of the Odyssey looks like.
Well, the thing is, I'm a huge fan of the movie Troy, the one that had
Brad Pitt, Eric Bana.
Yeah. Eric Bana's best role to me, probably.
Hey, he was the Hulk. Remember that?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I had that in mind when I said that. Yeah. But Sean Bean is in the movie. He plays Odysseus.
Oh, yes, right.
In Troy. By the way, if you guys haven't seen the director's cut of that, it is vastly superior to the regular cut, I believe. Not that there's anything wrong with the regular cut. This is one of the instances where it's like The Martian, right? Like the theatrical cut is good, the director's cut's just better. Mm-hmm. So when I saw that movie, I became kind of obsessed with it for a while. I've probably seen that movie like 50 times. And I always wished that they would do a sequel and do the Odyssey, because that's how the Odyssey starts. It's Odysseus leaving Troy to go back home.
Right.
Because he's like one of the few survivors, and it's his journey back to Greece. And I always wished that they had done like a Sean Bean led sequel and done the Odyssey. Obviously, they would have had to tweak some things because that movie was quite rooted in realism.